Sports team, Deep Down Happy, their debut album that reached number one in Scotland, but not in the UK, thanks to Lady Gaga. We all remember that little fun time on Twitter.
I remember Lady Gaga,
Yeah, Mercury Prize 2020 nominated, released under Island Records in some form. We are here to rank the songs on the album. But before we do, I'd say this album holds quite a good place in all of our hearts, don't you think? Reminds us of a time.
Mm-hmm. It was an exciting time in music, I feel, for us. It was early days podcast.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we hadn't started the podcast at this point, had we?
No.
No, we hadn't.
No.
But it was definitely part of our... Well, it was our album of the year. 2020.
Fuck yeah, it was.
It was, yeah.
Oh my God.
Which I think is fair. I don't know if I it wasn't my individual, I remember that much.
No, Zeros was as well.
I remember what mine
Zeros was up there. I think mine was actually Sorry.
Was that the year of... Don't need to apologise, mate. Was that the same year that the Strokes released the album?
Or
not?
Do not know.
C'est possible.
Oh, oui.
Yeah, in my mind, this is wild that it was released mid-COVID.
That is so wild.
That's wild, bro. Yeah, because I just feel like there were gigs all around it.
It was.
But actually...
sorry, just to call back to what I said. That was my number one. I definitely know that.
Fantastic. I think we went to see them, obviously, before COVID.
Yeah,
maybe twice. And then we didn't see them again until, like, the year after. But
was that the Preston gig?
I think it was the first one, yeah.
They were selling Plant Test at the Preston gig. I remember that as we walked in, and I was confused because it was apparently limited and just...
Yeah, and now it's on sale in most places. Yeah.
Just a big lie.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're here to rank the album, so let's do so in chronological order, starting with Lander.
Straight out of the gate.
Straight out of the blocks, I think they say.
Yeah, I don't believe in blocks. Straight out of the gate, I would say. You know, it's a good one. It's a great way to start an album, isn't it? You know, instant energy. I appreciate the effort there, and I think they really managed to pull it off. I think Rob sounds great with the vocals. Interesting choice, choosing your kind of secondary vocalist for the band to open the album.
Your debut as well, not just any old album.
Debut as well, yes, debut. But you know, it works very, very well. I think he sounds great.
Honestly, mate, I think that too.
There's so many same things, same things across us. The song itself reminds me so much of the Arctic Monkeys song. That's Where You're Wrong, is it? Is that the song I'm thinking of?
Yes, I was going to say that before in the chat.
Really?
Genuinely, yeah. No, if you listen to the end, there's like the little doom, 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 doom. There's that kind of like pattern that happens.
Yeah.
Never. Carry on now.
Imagine. That's completely wrong key. Do you know that guitar part from That's Where You're Wrong? Place that over this song and it works perfectly fine.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it now. But that's that's not
2 to 4.
Are you saying 2 to 4?
Yeah. I don't know. It's probably going to move down. I don't know. But it is a really good choice as the opener. Definitely out of all the songs on here.
Yeah.
Definitely feels like an opener.
Give it a bit of initial love here.
Yeah.
Give it a little 2 to 4 spot.
Why not?
I'm fine with that. You know, an interesting one. It was interesting again because a lot of these songs were singles or released previously, and obviously this one wasn't, and was the first song and sounded like this. So it kind of was like, okay, you know, at the time I remember being like,
I remember having a conversation between us where we were like, we've heard nearly half of this album already.
Oh yes, and it's been weird listening to this again today. And some of these songs feeling like way older than this album does in my mind. Do you know what I mean? It's such it feels so like chronologically out of place.
Yeah.
What's the word? There's a word for that. Asynchronous.
Here it comes again.
Yeah.
Another good song.
Definitely, I would say, because I feel like maybe struggling to get words out like hell. That it's better than what I remember it being. I feel like I grew very tired of this song quite quickly, but coming back to it today, it's quite high up for me, if I'm honest, compared to all the ones that were singles beforehand as well. There's something about this that it's immediate. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and I really like the vocal performance of it.
Yeah,
really like it. So energetic.
I also really like just the different guitar parts throughout the album, throughout the song. Sorry, just completely little different bits for each verse, and it kind of keeps it moving very well. I agree that I grew weary of this song at some point, but it's still a good tune. It really is still a good tune, and the outro is great as well. The way it kind of finishes.
Yeah, I think Yanni hit the buzzword that we're all looking for, and when we compare this to the new tune, which will be linked here for our review, energy. This album is packed to the brim with energy.
Such
spilling out the sides. You can't move for energy in this album.
Energy.
Yeah. It's a good song. I like it a lot.
2 to 4, guys. I'm saying. Quite comfortably.
It's already 2/3 full.
Okay. Do you know what I would say about this album? Sorry, Yanni. Please.
I was going to say, I feel like I want to move Lander down already.
Right,
even though we've got nothing to move it, out of the way of. I just feel like right now I'm ready to do that.
Let me say, I feel like this album, as long as it's introduced to future generations, will always be a 17 to 21 album. Younger, it could be younger as well. But do you know what I mean? I feel like if you listen to it at that point forever, it's the energy of a growing tired teenager that still has energy somewhere inside. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah, a tosser who wants to take his top off and lead a mosh pit.
Yes.
Clapping his hands, getting everyone involved,
yep.
and everyone's looking at him. You are a twat.
You know who you are. If you listen to this, you know who you are.
That one prick in Preston.
You can all picture him. About you.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Twat.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Next up is Going Soft. Liam, you're used to this, aren't you?
I mean, there's no what's the other option, you can't go soft.
Staying hard. Soft. That was the other song title they were going to go with.
Stay soft. You never have to get soft.
I really fucking like the chorus in this song.
Yes.
I think it's probably one of the best choruses on the album.
I like it too.
Shoot me.
No, the chorus is really good. I also really like the ends of the verses where it gets kind of heavy for like 2 lines. Do you know what I mean? And that extra guitar comes in. It's a really interesting song dynamically. Yeah, quite an interesting song, really.
And that Only on the Weekends line just always sticks in my head as well.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It is good. Coming back to the album, I don't know if it's what I want from Sports Team, which is weird because it's quite quintessential Sports Team. But I prefer the more abrasive ones, whereas I think this is probably a better song. It's more considered, more refined. I don't know. It just leaves a little bit to be desired for me. I don't know if that's just how I felt coming back to it recently, but it's good. I'm not saying that it's not, but I could kind of take it or leave it if I'm being completely honest.
That's a shame, because I was going to say 2 to 4 for this.
Disagrees with you on that one. Yeah, I'm also going to say 2 to 4 on this one.
Well,
5 to 8.
Well, you know what that means.
2 to 4.
We need to put Lander down, probably.
Yeah, we do. I think just do that now, Liam.
Yeah.
As much as Lander is great, it really does stand out on this album, and it's not just because Rob's singing. I think musically, it is quite different to the rest. I don't know if that's because I associate with Arctic Monkeys, and that's where you're wrong. But like, it just sounds so different to every other song on the album. It's a lot more kind of decadent, if that makes sense. Where the rest of it's a bit more kind of
word.
It's a bit more scrappy.
That word has not been used on False HQ before.
Yeah. And the rest is a bit more kind of scrappy and energetic. But Landa kind of sits in its own joy for a bit.
So you're moving Landa down then, or
yeah, that's not meant to be a negative point. It's just when you're kind of looking at the whole album.
Listen, it's a good album.
You've got to pick.
It is.
You've got to pick
Next song is Camel Crew. Now, I remember there being some controversy.
Yeah, the original's better.
Well, see, I've not listened to the original, I think, since the album came out. Or at least, maybe a month after the album came out, I've not revisited the original.
Speaking as someone who doesn't have the nostalgia that you two do, because you two got into sports team before I did.
Sorry, I wasn't making a point.
Yeah, but...
Listen, can I just make a quick point, guys?
This album is superior. This version, sorry.
This version's superior?
You may carry on. Yeah.
Shut up.
I was going to say that I have no nostalgia for the original. So I also feel like this just fucking slaps.
I mean, it does. I think me saying the original's better is so marginal. It's so, is it actually any different, realistically? Is it just a re-recorded version?
This sounds worse.
I mean, yeah, the original does sound worse. Yeah, that's completely true. But there is something about the feel of the original.
Rawness.
Yeah, it makes the song mean more, I think. And I really love the "and in the morning" that they added to the album version. But I always notice it as this is the album version, not the original version. And it's probably just pure nostalgia that makes me love the original more. It in no way is to denigrate this version, because it is also great. But it just is a controversy. Jan, you're spot on there. It's a controversial situation we live in. But honestly, Camel Crew. I wish I'd put...
Camel Crew.
I was wearing my Camel Crew yesterday, actually, in baby blue. Just a fucking slapper, innit? Let's be honest with ourselves.
Yeah. It is indeed a slapper.
It's such a good song. It's so well written.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they've managed to kind of have some sort of success.
Yeah.
Because they wrote this song.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? They deserve it.
Yeah.
So 2 to 4?
Yeah, 2 to 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unprecedented.
I think in terms of favourites, it's probably a 5 to 8 for me, but I accept it being a 2 to 4 in terms of the quality of the song.
That is ridiculous.
Fuck off. I'm allowed to have other favourites.
No, you're not allowed to know anyone else.
Oh, it doesn't extend to people, don't worry.
You're not allowed to have any other friends or like other music.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's going to be a long hot summer. Or is it? No, it's been fucking raining.
No matter what I do.
Long hot summer, fucking absolute slapper. 2 to 4, easily.
Don't really care for it. At all, really. Apart from the ending bit, just when it stops. No, I'm joking.
This is the one song, I think, from this album that gives me nostalgia for the time this album came out. This is the one, then, 30 years, I'll hear this song and I'm like, God, I remember Deep Down Happy coming out. Whereas the rest, it's not quite as so... And it's not even my favourite song on the album, but it's just has got that kind of built-in nostalgia and feels very of the time of the Deep Down Happy Lady Gaga battle. You know, it just feels very... It just encapsulates it all, I think. It's again weird because it's another Robbo. Singer one.
I think for me, this is a 5 to 8.
I'd put it above Here It Comes Again. So
yeah, I would too.
So I feel like this would be what I would suggest we just do right now.
No.
No.
What,
you goddamn bitch.
You said you just... Well, you,
Going
Yanni,
soft.
at least just said yes.
Going soft is below
Yeah, but
Here It Comes Again.
We'll
No,
we'll
it's not.
sort. We'll rearrange in a minute.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Let's just go through the...
Okay. But, I mean, you did just agree with me,
Things
Yanni.
might
You
move
did
up,
just agree with
Liam.
me. Yeah, but if we know that Going Soft, Camel Crew, and Long Hot Summer are all better than Here It Comes Again, then...
You don't know that.
Well, Yanni just said yes.
No, but the way you put it on there is not like an order of like how
no,
good
I
they
know,
are.
but what I'm saying is that would be there because these three are better than those two.
I don't know.
Okay, if you don't agree, that's fine. Just say that.
We
Well, I
are?
mean, if that's the
That's
words
what
that
we're
you want to
doing.
hear, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, just say it.
Feels like fun.
I really
Isn't
like
it?
this one, and I know that you two don't really care for it that much.
Yeah.
But I don't like it as much as I did at the time. I will be honest with that. I don't think it stood the test of
Thanks
time.
for being honest with us.
It's all right. It's the side of Sports Team I prefer, a bit more frenetic, especially the ending. But I don't think it's that great a song.
Yeah, I don't.
I just feel like it's the. This will sound really harsh. The blandest version of the type of song they're making around this time.
Fair.
It's
It
also
really hasn't
it's a least
stuck with me
listen.
at all.
Yeah, me neither. I just was skipping through it, thinking, "Where's the chorus?" And
Yeah, where's the bit that I know?
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Uh,
that's exactly what I was thinking. Where's the bit that I know, like I can sing along to? I don't recognize it at all. It's the least listened to song on Spotify on this album. Just
so
interestingly,
because we've got to make moves,
I
I'm just gonna say here 9 to 11.
Yeah, fine.
don't. I would say we could drop this right at the bottom.
I think that's harsh because
Don't be making that move yet.
I did really like it, but
But
I mean,
what else you put in the very bottom?
I don't know
Ew.
yet, Liam.
Well, you do because the songs are there. So
No, I don't know,
okay,
Liam.
okay, 9 to 11 it goes then.
Okay, now you're being.
Just give it a little bit of
awkward
hope
today.
and then fucking rip it from its safe bed.
Listen. Here's
No.
the thing. It's the next song we're talking about right now. Couldn't it?
it is. But
I
it
don't know
also
if it's
suffers-
annoying.
I grew tired of this one and I'm still
Correct.
tired of it. Yeah.
Yep. Bang on. But I understand why it was that song of this album because it is
Yeah.
good.
I think the key thing is at the time, these songs were all really good. At the time they came out originally, these songs were all really good. And they're all really good live. However, we had so much time of some of these songs before even this album came out. And unfortunately, they don't quite last the test of
Stands. The
replayability.
test of time.
Fucking last.
I can say last. You can't fucking stop me. They don't last the test of replayability. That's what I'm saying. I wasn't
Yeah.
saying test of time. So
I would say. Well, I've never listened to it again now. Maybe 528, just for now.
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
The races. Sorry, I didn't know you were still deliberating.
Yeah, it's all right. Just get him
Yeah.
moving. He's
well, you're taking
Cracking it.
ages now.
The races is next, and I fucking love this, and I still do. So good.
Yeah,
really love
I'm
it.
hot and cold about this one. Sometimes I really enjoy it, and sometimes I just find it a bit boring. But sometimes I think, like in a live setting, for example, it's fucking great. And,
Yeah.
and
Chorus
sometimes
is
when you listen
huge.
to it, you can feel that, and then sometimes it just feels a bit kind of chugging.
Yeah, I think I remember saying this at the time, but I'm just not a fan of the mix. I don't feel like it makes it hit as hard as it does live, like you mentioned him.
Mhm.
I do agree that the chorus is very good. I just think it could have been done better, mix-wise.
I think 5 to 8 is still fair for that. For this.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're going to
Yeah.
have to put some in 9 to 11 in a bit, but
Well, speaking of putting things in 9 to 11.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
12?
Right, listen, let me,
Go on, say what you want to say.
to me, this is the best song on the album, 100%. Flat out.
You.
To you, to me. It's one of my favourite songs of all time, I would go to say. Genuinely, every time I hear
Crazy.
it, love it. Love it.
Don't get it.
It was, I think I probably named it my favourite song of 2020. Easy. And that's the year of Perfect by Sorry as well, so that's a tough battle.
Yeah, so that means that you didn't name this as your number one. It was perfect.
Was it?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, I mean, still, it's up there. It's just a great song. It's such a good song. It's got such a good groove.
You're bang on there, Liam. It's such a good song. It's not a great song.
Oh, get a life.
Bang on. I couldn't agree with you more.
It's so underappreciated. I mean, look at this. It's like the third least listened to song on this album. It's so fucking good. So underappreciated. So underrated.
5 to 8, isn't it, Jan?
The chorus is fantastic. The verses are fantastic.
I prefer it to The Races.
Whose side are you on?
Fucking hell. That's a low bar.
I'm in the middle here, I think.
Switzerland.
Yes. So yeah, no, I put it in 5 to 8.
It's criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
Sports team, mate.
It's it's so good. All the guitar parts are so good. It's got such a great groove.
Doesn't matter though, does it? Really?
It's so sing-alongable.
Sing-alongable.
It's even got a great middle 8 back into the chorus for the end. How do you?
Crazy.
How can you not
Next song is Fishing.
Where do we land on that?
5 to 8. Come on, listen.
Insane. I don't agree with that. Anyone listening?
I felt how difficult it was for you to move the mouse there. I felt it. It's so delayed.
Start cramping up.
Yeah, Fishing is next. 10th song on the album. Another song I really like. Really, really like this song.
I've had enough for this one.
I really like the verses, but then the chorus really just lulls me. So I'm also a bit sick of it as well.
Yeah, I'm a bit over it. It's too kind of one-dimensional for me. Unfortunately, again, it's still a very well-written song, musically at least. I think the lyrics are pretty alright, actually, to be fair. But yeah, it's just a bit too samey to be anywhere over the 9 to 11 for me.
It's wild how we all have such different thoughts and feelings on this album.
Crazy.
We're never this misaligned.
I would say I'd move The Races down and put Fishing in its place.
I could not abide by
that. Come on.
Think about that chorus on The Races.
Yeah.
I prefer The Races to Fishing. I disagree that either of them should be this low, but I prefer The Races.
How is Here It Comes Again still all the way up there? Because Here It Comes Again and like Here's the Thing and Fishing are all sort of the same song in some respect. I don't feel like they should be this split apart.
No, Here It Comes Again is... I don't find it annoying like I find those other ones annoying.
I get that.
Yeah, well, like I say, if we're going to move anything down from 5 to 8, not looking at 2 to 4 for now, I'd move down The Races, yeah. That's what I'd do.
I'd probably move down Here's the Thing.
Callum?
Probably Here's the Thing, to be quite honest. But I feel like that's just trying to be a bit too subjective rather than objective.
Well, that's the point, mate.
Is your opinion?
At some point, that's the point. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, fair play. Put it down.
Sound.
But let's be real. I'm not going to win this fight. The Races will go down eventually, so you may as well just fucking do it now.
I don't
think no, Liam's saying that you prefer The Races to Fishing. Is that what you're saying, Liam?
Yeah, I would still put Fishing in 9 to 11 in this list right now.
What would you do, Callum? I can't remember what you said for Fishing. Did you have an opinion?
I really like it.
Well,
they shouldn't be in 5 to 8 or 9 to 11.
Where would you put that, though?
Probably 2 to 4 for me.
Whoa!
We are.
Oh, you didn't give that impression. Fucking hell.
This is going to be hard, this, I think.
Just put it in 9 to 11. I don't care that much.
Great, that's how it worked. Well, I'll take that.
Kutcher.
Dude.
It is a
The
tune,
OG.
isn't it? I've not grown sick of it,
No.
and I'm
No.
surprised. I feel like I should have, but just slaps.
It's the first song I heard on the radio that made me fall in love. Well, was inquisitive.
First
I
one
was
you told me to
inquisitive at
listen
that
to that I loved.
point. Yeah, first single I bought.
Remember the music video and everything?
And it's nice that it's at this point in the album as well. Like when I listened to it, I was like, an old friend has come to visit.
It does
You
feel
know?
like that, doesn't it?
And it still slaps.
It does slap.
Actually,
It does slap.
um,
And like the little solo bit into the like raucous outro.
yeah.
Focus.
Aw. I would put this...
One?
No, I don't think it's the best song.
Seriously though,
Maybe. Might be the easiest thing to do it.
Well, I mean, I would say Born Sugar, but I mean, it's a tough one between that and I guess Camel Crew,
Yeah.
probably, and maybe Going Soft.
No. I think it's between Camel Crew and Kutcher for me,
No,
if I'm
This
being honest.
I much prefer Kutcher to Camel Crew. Not saying I don't like Camel Crew, but I much prefer Kutcher.
Everybody chill.
I
He's
think I
not saying
probably
that.
much prefer Camel Crew. I don't know actually. I think I prefer.
So
I
difficult.
think I prefer Camel Crew. Just
If I'd
when you,
have
when
said
you
I
first
prefer
play
Camel
that-
Crew, he'd have said he preferred Kutcher.
Now
and
listen
you
to those
just know that
first
you would.
few notes of Camel Crew. Do you know what I mean? As that starts up, feel that. Do you know what I mean? You feel it coming, and then the bass kicks in. It's timeless. It's a different vibe. Do you know what I mean? I just think I prefer.
is a completely different
I prefer
vibe.
Camel Crew.
Put Kutcher in 2 to 4 then for now, and then we can just get the last song, out of the way. Stations of the Cross. I really like the lead guitar part in this. The effect on it as well. It sounds
Mhm.
cool.
Mm.
Am I a big fan of the song though?
I always forget about this one, if I'm being honest, but it is a
don't
really
know.
good song.
I
don't
like it a
find
lot.
it annoying. I don't find anything negative really about it, but it just
I really like this, and I will be upset if it's even considered to be put 12.
no, I wouldn't.
No, it's
Um,
not. It's not 12. It's not 12.
I like the callback. The final lyric is, "If you want to find love, you can always go to London."
Yeah.
The final lyric of Lander is, "If you want to do drugs, you can always go to London." I like that as a little.
Oh, I don't like drugs.
No, we did.
No, boo drugs. Say no to drugs. Frank says no.
Boo.
But I like the callback. I really, really do like this song. This is high for me.
Oh well.
High in placement, not on drugs. Just boo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've had
no,
it.
boo, no drugs, no boo. No drugs, boo.
Maybe it's my fault for not really giving it much.
Yes.
Yeah,
high.
it's a tricky
Yes, you
one, isn't
bitch.
it?
Because I think the reason I was put off is because I don't know if I'm sold on the delivery of the chorus.
Yeah, the chorus is the weakest part.
Oh, no, no.
Yes.
It's great. The
No, that's what
first
I'm saying,
half
Ian.
is very sing along, and then it's got the and it's nothing.
Unsing-alongable.
Well, it's not at all unsingle.
I feel like his performance of it. Sorry, Alex. Is could have done with another take. I think it's a weird. The not that you're unhappy part is like just the melody of that isn't what I go for. Isn't great. I do like every other part. So tricky. I feel like we should decide right now what is number 12. How do we feel
Just
about
put
doing
"Feels
that,
Like
Liz?
Fun" in there. Go on, do it.
I feel like it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
It's
I
just the
understand
most
because
forgettable, unfortunately.
I don't have the same feelings that I used to have on it anyway. But I also think that it's the only one that any of us just actively don't care for, and that's both. I understand that. So
Yeah.
democracy and all that jazz. Get it in there.
Okay, so we
I've
need.
got the hiccup, so I apologise in
Can I
advance to
just-
everyone.
Can I just say I've just been reminded of a gripe I had at the time that this came out.
Why we talk
Gripe?
about grapes.
Gripe was that Stations of the Cross doesn't go into Lander. The first time I heard this
You're right.
album,
It finishes the album, mate.
the first time I heard this album, the way Lander kicks in, I thought, oh, it'd be great if the last song would loop back into it. Do you know what I mean? Although it's completely impractical because how would you ever set that up? But I thought it would be cool, and it didn't. And I've just remembered that annoyed me at the time.
So it's number 12 now, is what you're saying.
The whole album's number 12.
I'm going to just put it out there again, okay? Because we need to move something down to 9 to 11. I feel like that's what's happening. The Races.
I'm so beyond the point of arguing this. If you want to put the Races down, because horse racing. Ooh.
Ooh. Because I feel like we're going to put Stations of the Cross.
No, I think
at least 5 to 8.
I think I'd put Lander down over the Races, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would as well, because as you know, the Races is high for me. But I like
Wild.
As much as I love
Wild.
Lander,
I don't think Lander's a
Races.
9 to 11.
Neither is the Races, though. Let's be honest with ourselves. And Born Sugar,
I feel like it is.
certainly not.
I'm really not a fan of the Races, guys. I hope that's clear. Out of everything we've done tonight, or whatever time we recorded this.
Yeah, but I feel like this isn't a thing that happens very often with these, Yanni, is that you don't like the mix, and so the song is written off instantly.
The song itself as well. I mean, the main issue is the mix.
And I think that blocks you.
No,
It's
don't
happened
tell me what
many
you
times
think
in the
is
past.
happening.
It's happened
No.
many times in the past.
I just think the song as well isn't as good as Lander or Born Sugar. And I think upon listening again of Stations of the Cross, I prefer that to the Races. I'm just saying this vid needs to end at some point.
So I think the issue here is, we're saying that Born Sugar's staying there, okay? Let's just lock that in. We're saying that we want Stations of the Cross in 5 to 8, right? Those are two things are true. So it's either the Races or
Minimum
Lander.
5 to 8.
So it's either the Races or Lander's going down. Agreed? That's our conversation here.
I think that was what we were getting at, yeah.
Callum,
I'd
you
put
think Lander should go
yeah,
down?
I'd put-
I think Lander should go down. Lander's
Oh,
going
well,
down.
if that's the case, then just
out of the
fucking
two, but
move it.
I don't think
There
it
you go.
should be
Just wanted to simplify it there. And that's
Oh, yeah,
the
I'm
outcome.
so glad you did all of that. Thank you, mate.
It's
Put
okay.
Stations of the Cross in 5 to 8.
Thank you for telling me that.
Right.
Wouldn't have worked out.
Next one is what we're gonna do for number 1, guys.
Oh,
Because I think it's between Camel Crew and.
Well, no,
Country,
we
isn't
need
it?
to put one more in 5 to 8 first.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, let's maybe do that first.
Shit.
Here it comes
I'd
again.
say Long Hot Summer.
Here it comes again. Goes down. Going Soft's better than Here It Comes Again. Camel Crew's better than Going Soft. Kutcher's the same as Camel Crew, and I think Long Hot Summer's also better than Here It Comes Again. So Here It Comes Again, it lands at the bottom of that pile for me.
Liam. Alignment.
That'll do.
And if anyone would like to go back to when Yanni introduced Here It Comes Again, he said this is arguably his favourite song on the album. So that is how malleable we all are.
Yeah, it's democracy.
Pointless.
It's how it works.
I would like to also state that we meant to listen to this. I would use the royal we. We meant to listen to this before doing this recording. I did not. So I've discovered that I really like some of these songs again as we've been going through it. But I hate the Races.
So I put Born Sugar in front of it. So what's going up now then?
Just put fucking Camel
Such
Crew
a
up
little
there.
Kimpany.
Just do it.
Um,
Just be done.
What
with
was the consensus on this? Yanni,
It
what do
was
you
either
think?
Camel Crew or Kutcher.
And what do you think, Yanni, out of the two?
I'm really torn. I'm like Natalie and Brulia.
Callum, you are Kutcher.
it.
Is that
The
correct?
song, yes, not the person. I think
Fine,
he's
well, so useful.
Yeah,
questionable.
definitely
moment.
questionable.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
In your own
Dynast, I
time, do
think.
your own research.
yeah.
Like, yeah,
right?
Danny Masterson and all that.
Oh,
I'm so stuck. I think maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what could be number 1.
Toss a coin or something. It's not that deep, bro.
Camel Crew.
That's the wrong answer, though. But
I think it's Camel Crew.
it's Camel Crew.
And that has been our ranking of Deep Down Happy. Deep Down,
And-
are we happy with that ranking?
no. But that took so long. Sports Team's third album is now released.
You
So-
can watch the review here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, ding the bell. Tell us what you think down below, but be nice. Unless it's hatred towards someone who deserves it. Not between us three. I just mean in general. If there's someone you don't like and you really want to slag them off, do below.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, listen, hashtag justice for Born Sugar, everyone. Please share on X and Instagram. We need to get out there. Do you know what I mean? Support the cause.
Video, mate.
Good.
Support the cause.
Bye.